Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I'm going to give you guys a minute to join. If it's your first time, welcome. This is the Masterpiece Lounge with your hostess, with the mostest, Chrisnatha Derosier. If you are returning, welcome back. As always, say hello down in the chat and let me know where you're tuning in from. So, hello, everyone, and welcome. As always, I am excited to be back with another segment, and today is no different. And so, what we're going to be talking about today is cultivating an attitude of gratitude. Cultivating an attitude of gratitude. So, that's what we're going to be talking about today. How can you cultivate an attitude of gratitude? As you all know, we're in the season of Thanksgiving. This is something that though we celebrate just once a year, that we need to start really cultivating to live in a space and with an attitude of being grateful for things, for people, for experiences, each and every day, all throughout the year. And so we're going to be talking about cultivating an attitude of gratitude today. So there's 5 ways that we can begin to cultivate this attitude, and I am going to talk about them today. So there's so many more ways, but we're just going to talk about 5. Okay, so for all my note takers, grab your pens or take some notes on your device. Okay, so there's 5 ways that we can cultivate an attitude of gratitude that we'll be discussing in today's segment. Number 1 is to choose to focus on appreciation. Choose to focus on appreciation. If you want to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, actively look for things to appreciate on a daily basis. What is something or some things that you appreciate? Is it about the people in your life? Is it about where you are in your life, where you are in your mental state, where you are in your health, where you are geographically, right? What are you grateful for, and what do you appreciate? So think about that and focus on some things that you can appreciate daily. Active gratitude is very different from reactive gratitude, right? So you're being intentional. With reactive gratitude, you wait for something to happen before you appreciate it or express appreciation. But with active gratitude, you are consciously looking to be more grateful and express appreciation. So expressing gratitude becomes a choice. So you make a decision to express gratitude. So we want to make sure that we are exercising active gratitude and not reactive gratitude. We're not waiting for something to happen for us to show appreciation for the people and things in our life, but we want to be active about it and intentional about it as well. Okay. Number 2 is to choose 3 things to be grateful for on a daily basis. So just take a moment, even right now, and think about 3 things that you're grateful for. So just take a quick moment. You want to close your eyes, you can do it, so you can imagine those things, right? Or just you can go ahead and just, I'm sure they came across your mind very quickly. So choose 3 things that you can be grateful for each and every day. So, what are you grateful for today? What are some things today that you are extremely grateful for? We all have many things that we can be grateful for in our lives. And if you want to cultivate an attitude of gratitude, it's important to express gratitude daily, right? When we going into prayer, we're not just asking for things, we're also expressing gratitude. Entering his courts with thanksgiving, right? We're thanking God for the things that he has blessed us with. We're grateful for them. So developing a gratitude practice of acknowledging what you're thankful for or appreciate daily will expand its value. If I am acknowledging and expressing appreciation for the people in my life, for my friends and my family, then their value in my life expands, right? It expands in my mind, it expands in my heart, it expands with the way that I honor them. Okay. So you can start with writing down or just saying 3 things that you're grateful for or appreciate each day. And this still can happen even when you have a bad day. So just because you have a bad day doesn't mean that you aren't grateful for things, because a bad day is just, things didn't go as planned, or maybe it just wasn't as great for whatever reason, but you still have things to be grateful for. So you can use a notebook to do this. You can say it out loud. You can create a gratitude journal or post-its, whichever works best for you. All right. And also, if it's people, right? If it's people in our lives that we're grateful for, not only do we want to express the gratitude to God, we can also express the gratitude to them directly. We can say, I am grateful for having you in my life. I'm grateful for you being a part of my journey. You mean that much to me. I absolutely love you. I honor you. It's important to also express those things to the people that we love as well. Number 3 is surround yourself with grateful people. Surround yourself with other grateful people. Okay. If you want to develop an attitude of gratitude, start by surrounding yourself with people who have a gratitude mindset. A gratitude mindset. I'm sure we've all heard the saying, birds of a feather flock together. And so think of it this way, right? You surround yourself with other people who have a gratitude mindset and an attitude of gratitude. You soon, right, will have that as well. So when you surround yourself with people who focus on gratitude and appreciation, you will feel happier, more positive, more energized, and more motivated. Okay, so it's important to keep that in mind. So find people who are grateful and appreciative and spend more time with them. That's taking your gratitude practice to the next level. Number 4 is be intentional in the present. Be intentional in the present. I know we just used that word a few moments ago. Being intentional in the present. Developing an attitude of gratitude. Start with appreciating and giving thanks for what we have and where in our lives that we are right now, right? Yes, we all have goals. We all have aspirations and a vision to go further. That is great. That's a positive thing. But we want to show gratitude and thanks for where we are today. You can take ownership of the present, right? We can take ownership of the moment right now and be present. Sometimes we're so future minded, we don't take a moment to appreciate the present. So it's okay to think about the future, plan for it, anticipate what can take place later. But we want to make sure that we are present and grateful today. When you are grateful for your present, you can reframe how you think about what's important right now. Reframing how you think. So instead of being negative about failures, the past, or what you haven't achieved, you can reframe everything to a focus on what you have and what you've achieved. All right, so keep that in mind as well, being intentional about being present. And number 5 is to change your thinking. Change your thinking. When you commit to a daily gratitude practice, your mindset and the way that you think starts to change. So by cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we start to think differently. As you are actively appreciating things that matter, you get more insight on what's really important to you and to others. This gives you a chance to pause and think about what you're thinking about. I'll say that again for the people in the back. It gives you a moment to pause and to think about what you're thinking about, right? So positive thoughts, positive vibes only, right? And so as you begin your gratitude practice, you start to think differently. You have more of a positive outlook, and that is important. That is very important. I do want to also, those are the 5 ways to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. I'll repeat it again. Number 1 is to choose to focus on appreciation. Number 2 is choose 3 things to be grateful for each day. Number 3 is to surround yourself with grateful people. Number 4 is to be intentional and present. Be intentional and present in the moment. And number 5 is to change your thinking. Those are 5 ways to begin to cultivate an attitude of gratitude. And I also want to share some benefits of having an attitude of gratitude. So there's some benefits to this, all right? So I want to share it with you. I have 8 here that I wanted to share. The first benefit of having an attitude of gratitude is increased self-confidence and self-esteem. The next benefit is you feel more abundant. Okay. The next benefit is people multiply in value. So your value for those around you increases. Um, the next benefit is you feel healthier and happier, right? Because you are being positive. And that is amazing to feel healthier and happier. The next benefit is that life becomes more simple. The next is physical and mental health improves, right? So you're not stressed all the time because you're just grateful for where you are and believing for where you're headed. The next benefit is that you stop comparing yourself to other people. You're grateful for your journey, you're grateful for your portion, you're grateful for your season, and that's important. And lastly, the last benefit I want to share is that you become more active rather than reactive, right? So you're not showing gratitude because something happened, right? We don't want to, like we said in the beginning, take part of reactive gratitude. We just want to express active gratitude. And so, God, we are grateful for everything you've blessed us with. We are grateful for waking us up this morning, Lord. We are grateful for everything that you have on our path that is set to grow us, stretch us, help us to think and see beyond where we are. We're grateful for those people in our lives that love us, that support us, that are here for us, that correct us. And we're grateful for that, God. We're grateful for work. We're grateful for health, God. We're grateful for family, friends. We are just grateful for increase, God, that you will trust us enough to show us increase in our lives, God, so that we can also become good stewards of everything that you blessed us with. We are so grateful. And while we are grateful for everything, we want to also lift up those that are less fortunate than us, Lord. As we sit around our tables, God, and we eat our meals with our families, I want you to remember those that are alone, God. I want you to keep them in mind and to love on them as we are loving our loved ones, God. I ask that you bless everyone that doesn't have family and friends to celebrate this holiday with, that you will remind them, Lord, that they are loved, they are heard, they are seen, even beyond this holiday. Our hearts are with them, and we thank you for them as well. And we lift them up that they will have a hot meal, that they will be able to rest as well, and that love will find them in the way that it's sent, whether it's through one of us, whether it is sent through someone else. God, we are grateful for those as well. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for who you are. Thank you for loving us when we're in the most unlovable state. Thank you for not giving up on us. We thank you, we thank you, and we thank you. Amen. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful for family and friends. Just a few months ago, I struggled a health challenge that was scary for me, and I didn't know if I was going to celebrate another Thanksgiving. But yet, here I am. And so I'm grateful. And I hope that you can just take a moment, no matter what's happening. I know things aren't perfect, but taking a moment to be grateful for your life, to be grateful for where you are. Because believe it or not, there's somebody praying and hoping that they have the things that we do. And so let's show some gratitude as we trust and believe God for greater, that we are also actively showing gratitude for what we have today. So if you're able to love on somebody who maybe isn't celebrating with family, who you know may be alone, who you know may not have a hot meal, if you're able to embrace them, feed them, love on them, and let them know that they are seen, they are heard, and they are loved. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this week on the Masterpiece Lounge. And I want to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. And I'll see you really soon. And until then, be well.